The bloodline just evolved into something far more dangerous, and Solo Sikoa is absolutely furious. In a move that sent shockwaves throughout the WWE Universe, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso appeared together backstage during SmackDown and personally welcomed Zilla Fatu, son of the legendary Umaga, into the fold. This moment was more than just a surprise, it marked the formation of the most dominant Anoa alliance WWE has seen in years. With this powerful addition, the balance of power within the Samoan wrestling dynasty has shifted dramatically, leaving Solo Sikoa's position more unstable than ever before. Friday night's SmackDown was nothing short of explosive. Fans witnessed a historic moment as Roman Reigns, once thought to be out of the picture, stood shoulder to shoulder with Jey Uso, his former rival, to embrace Zilla Fatu as part of the family legacy. This symbolic unification instantly intensified the internal conflict among the Anoa clan. It sent a clear message to Solo Sikoa, who has been steering his own version of the bloodline with ruthless authority, that his control is being challenged from within. Backstage footage captured the emotional power of the moment. Roman Reigns offered Zilla the sacred, "Acknowledge me" handshake, while Jey pulled him in for a heartfelt hug. It was more than a welcome, it was a statement. The family was rebuilding, just not around Solo. Meanwhile, Solo Sikoa, watching from a monitor, erupted in fury. The sight of Zilla donning the bloodline t-shirt pushed him over the edge, and he violently punched a locker in frustration. Moments later, Zilla grabbed a microphone and delivered a chilling warning. "Solo, you forgot what this family stands for. Time to remind you." The crowd erupted as Roman and Jey nodded in agreement. The message was loud and clear. The true bloodline had a new enforcer, and things were about to get ugly. This moment has sent WWE into a frenzy, especially with SummerSlam just around the corner. Paul Heyman's new alliance featuring Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank, alongside Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed is already causing chaos on Raw. On the SmackDown side, Solo's faction, bolstered by the fierce trio of Tama Tonga, Tanga Loa, and Jeff Cobb, has been dominating. But the inclusion of Zilla Fatu changes everything. Trained privately for months by Roman Reigns himself, this was no last-minute surprise. It was a calculated strategy, part of what many are now calling Reigns' master plan to reclaim leadership of the Anoa legacy without directly engaging in battle. The implications are massive. First, it sets the stage for generational warfare. Zilla Fatu, the next chapter of the family's brutal lineage, facing off against Solo's vision of dominance. Second, it puts Paul Heyman's faction in serious jeopardy as they now must deal with a reinvigorated bloodline. Third, it opens the door for an epic SummerSlam showdown. Could Zilla Fatu go head-to-head with Tama Tonga in a match that defines the new era? Fourth, it suggests Roman Reigns is pulling the strings from behind the scenes, rebuilding his empire piece by piece without needing to step into the ring, yet. And fifth, it brings the legacy of Umaga roaring back into WWE's most personal and violent storyline. The most jaw-dropping detail of all. Insiders confirm Zilla has been training with Roman for several months in secret. This reunion wasn't spontaneous, it was carefully orchestrated. Now, with the Anoa family civil war reaching its boiling point, Zilla's debut marks a turning point. Solo Sikoa's bloodline no longer stands unchallenged, and his control is crumbling under the weight of legacy, power, and betrayal. One thing is clear, the collision course between these Samoan warriors is inevitable, and when it happens, the violence will be unforgettable. Don't miss out on what promises to be WWE's most thrilling and personal storyline of the summer. Subscribe and turn on your notifications now so you won't miss a single moment of Zilla Fatu's rise, his first in-ring appearance, or the family war that's about to shake WWE to its core. Who do you think will come out on top in this generational battle? Let us know your thoughts. The war has officially begun. The bloodline just became significantly more powerful, and the WWE landscape may never be the same again. Tensions are boiling over as Solo Sikoa, who has been trying to hold together his version of the bloodline, now finds himself blindsided by an unexpected yet seismic development. In a shocking twist that absolutely no one anticipated, and the long-absent Roman Reigns' bitter adversary returned to WWE biggest shocks in recent WWE memory by officially welcoming Zilla Fatu backstage on SmackDown. This wasn't just a reunion, it was the beginning of a new era. With Zilla Fatu now aligned with Roman and Jey, the Anoa family has taken a dramatic turn, forging the most dominant Samoan alliance in modern WWE history. Zilla Fatu is no ordinary newcomer. The son of the late Umaga, he carries a legacy of violence, power, and fear that stretches back decades. His arrival isn't just symbolic, it's a declaration of war within the family. As the backstage segment unfolded, fans were left speechless. Roman Reigns extended his hand in the sacred, "Acknowledge me" gesture, a moment steeped in family tradition and honor. Without hesitation, ZILLA accepted, and Jey Uso followed it up with an emotional embrace, signaling full unity. This powerful scene confirmed that ZILLA Fatu wasn't just joining the bloodline, he was becoming its most dangerous weapon. The timing of this alliance could not be more critical. With SummerSlam rapidly approaching, the WWE Universe is already engulfed in chaos. On Raw, Paul Heyman's newly formed faction, featuring Mr. Money in the Bank Seth Rollins, the unstoppable Braun Breaker, and the powerhouse Bronson Reed, is tearing through the roster with reckless abandon. Over on SmackDown, Solo Sikoa has been pushing his own reign of terror with a version of the bloodline that includes brutal enforcers like Tama Tonga, Tanga Loa, and Jeff Cobb. Until now, Solo appeared untouchable. But Zilla's arrival instantly throws everything into question. The fallout was immediate. Backstage footage caught Solo Sikoa watching the scene unfold from a monitor. When Zilla slipped on the iconic Bloodline t-shirt, the look on Solo's face said it all: shock, rage, betrayal. Moments later, he slammed his fist through a locker door, unable to contain the storm building inside him. But things didn't stop there. Zilla, stepping forward under the spotlight, grabbed a microphone and delivered a statement that may go down as one of the most unforgettable promos in WWE history. "Solo, you forgot what this family stands for. Time to remind you." The crowd erupted. Roman and Jey nodded, their eyes locked on Zilla like proud generals welcoming a new warrior to the front line. This moment wasn't just emotional, it was historic. It signaled the crumbling of Solo's grip on the bloodline and the return of Roman's influence in the most strategic and subtle way possible. While many believed Roman Reigns was taking a step back after dropping the undisputed championship, this move reveals something much more calculated. Insiders are now reporting that Zilla Fatu has been secretly training under Roman's guidance for months. This wasn't a last-minute decision, it was a master plan unfolding right before our eyes. Let's break down what this truly means. First, we're entering a period of generational warfare. Zilla Fatu represents the future of the Anoa bloodline, and his presence directly challenges Solo Sikoa's leadership. This isn't just about dominance, it's about identity. Which version of the bloodline represents the true Samoan legacy? Second, this creates a massive headache for Paul Heyman, who now finds his Raw-based faction in danger. If Reigns and his new bloodline become active again, Heyman's alliances will face pressure from both sides, leaving Rollins, Breaker, and Reed exposed. Third, SummerSlam could become the battlefield where everything explodes. With tensions escalating, a match between Zilla Fatu and Tama Tonga seems inevitable, a brutal showdown between two warriors from opposite sides of the family civil war. Fourth, this might be Roman Reigns' ultimate strategy to reclaim his